The Spooktacular Stroll, CNY's not-so-scary Halloween experience for the family, is back. Walk through the half-mile trail in the Bewitched Woods at Long Branch Park in Liverpool every Thursday through Sunday in October from 5 to 9 p.m. Pack the car full of your little goblins. Admission is by the carload. Upstate Golisano Children's Hospital's Spooktacular Stroll is presented by Upstate Honda Dealers. Get your pre-sale tickets today at spooktacularstroll.com.
Here we are! Oh, yeah! Friday! Woo! That's Friday! Woo! Huh? What's up? All right. Made it to the end of the week. We're so close. We're all so close. Right? It's gorgeous out. I'm wearing pants like an idiot. It's like shorts weather out there, and then this weekend. Maybe today you could get away with some pants. Ladies, especially the leggings. I'll show you a butt cheek fannies. Hey-o! It's the sports show. It's the sports show. Oh, you know what? Huh? Wait. Oh, hold on. Huh? Check this out. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Let me find something here. Check this out. Ready? 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 You guys ready for this? Okay, hold on.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Oh!
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Yeah, that's me. How do you like that? On ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Your boy is having a long week. It's been a long week, and I'm sure you are too. Everybody has long weeks, but, you know, I got a microphone, so I got to talk about something. Wait, I got plenty of stuff to talk about today. There was an amazing baseball game, and I think I made an error yesterday that I think I said the Mets game that we're going to talk about yesterday was tonight. Well, yeah, there is, but I didn't know there was one yesterday. I don't think I don't think I knew there was going to be a game yesterday. So, I mean, that was a fun surprise this morning for me. So, out there, if I ever make a mistake, please call me on it, or either come in here and yell at me if out there you catch me making stupid mistakes like that. So, you know, no big deal. Oh, real quick, we'll talk about it a few times. A stupid mistake would be not getting your tickets to Hollow Hops tomorrow. Just go to hollowhops.com, right at the Horticulture Building. 2 sessions of beer drinking on a gorgeous fall Saturday, 2 to 5, 6 to 9. Nice. And then we'll have some fun times. We're going to butt ton of vendors and some snacky foods, I'm sure. Those pretzel things that you put around your neck and eat off each other's necks like zombies. And it's going to be all decked out for zombies because it's Halloween time. So head on over. There might be a code that works, and it might be K-Rock. They might not have taken that down. Just saying. So you might want to head on over there and give that a whirl because that's going on tomorrow. Nothing better than drinking some beers on a lovely fall Saturday, especially with Syracuse on an off week, huh? All right. So we'll talk NFL coming up. We'll talk college football coming up. We're also here at an interview that K-Rock Josh and I do, mostly K-Rock Josh, all K-Rock Josh, does with Buffalo Bills Chris Brown. You hear him here, but there's other questions asked, so I want you to hear those. Little double dose of Chris Brown here, because that's always fun to hear from him, your voice of the Buffalo Bills. But last night, Yankees and the Guardians, one of the craziest games I think I may have seen ever. Forget about the fact that it was playoffs and it was one of the biggest playoff series, of recent memory, because depending how your memory is. So it started out with the innings that don't really matter. Doesn't matter. The Guardians were up 3-1 in the 8th inning with 2 outs. and 2 strikes. 8th inning, 2 outs, 2 strikes. I'm not even a Yankees fan, and this stuff gave me some goosebumps because Mike Judge comes up down 2, and this happens.
First pitch, swung on, fouled away. Judge was ready to fire and was late. It is a cutter at triple digits consistently. Gaddis walking Soto on 4 pitches. The 0-1, 0-2.
Class A, when he was in the minor leagues with the Texas Rangers, he was
2 strikes on him. 2 strikes on him.
Would watch videos of Mariano Rivera, hoping to be like him someday. Big breaths, Class A.
The anticipation.
2 outs. Tying run at the plate in Judge. The 0-2. Judge takes a ball.
It's one of the things I like about baseball that I don't know how many people do. Some of these in-between pitches, I don't mind when it's like this because it's a big deal, and it's the anticipation. You get those nervous goosebumps, man, that feeling in your stomach.
Ready for a 1-2. Here he comes. Judge, line drive, right field, hit well, and it is up and out!
Wow. Gone.
Judge
Gone.
has homered! The game is tied at 3! Incredible! Aaron Judge in the clutch!
Well, we said it, the best closer in baseball against the MVP coming up.
There's not many people that can hit that out like Judge. That is just a line drive right out over the right field wall there. I mean, off his bat didn't look like a home run, but he's big, strong man, boy.
A silencer here at Progressive Field. And for the second time this postseason, Class A gives up a late homer.
Oh, I've never seen a ball get out of this park that fast.
I give a lot of credit to Judge. The approach, the way he was trying to go that way, B.A., that's what we saw in early hitting today. He was trying to shoot that ball. He finally got it off 99.
The intelligence of the approach.
Yeah.
Something to admire.
Sten pops it foul and out of play. I mean, that is going to go down as one of Judge's greatest moments right there against Class A to tie the game in the 8th inning.
And you hear there that Giancarlo Stanton has now gotten up to bat with a tie game. It was the bottom of the 8th for the Guardians, or the top of the 8th, sorry, because the bottom of the 8th were them. 8th inning, they were up 3-1, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Aaron Judge ties the game. It really could not get worse for Class A and the Guardians. Class A, one of the best relievers in the game. Super cool dangly earrings, super cool haircut. Definitely would invite him over to a party that I have, of the 0 parties I ever throw. Right? Couldn't get any worse.
Judge is now homered in back-to-back games. Didn't have a homer until game 2 in the division series against Detroit. Emmanuel Clase in the 9th inning gave up a home run to Kerry Carpenter. That ball's hit well, deep center field. Way back there, Giancarlo Stanton, a home run! Judge and Stanton go back to back, and the New York Yankees have grabbed the lead. Oh my goodness! The 2 Giants in the Yankees lineup go back to back with 2 outs.
And usually when me and my friends go back to back, it's either to pee in different directions or to fight off ninjas, one of the 2. So the Yankees there, I mean, that's it, right? That's over with the Yankees. They took the lead. The Guardians shell-shocked, a young Guardians team. They're shell-shocked, right? I mean, already an amazing game. And then a man nicknamed Big Christmas. His nickname is Big Christmas. One of the best nicknames of all time because his last name's Noel. Awesome. He gets up for the Guardians, and he does something, and then a guy named David Fry, because winning games goes well with a side of fry. I got jokes! So then that happens. So this, I mean, 4 of the most exciting calls I've heard all year in baseball. The first 2 you just heard with Judge and Stanton, and now these 2 with Big Christmas and David Fry for the Guardians.
Yankees a strike away. Thomas drills one into deep left center field. Judge is on the run. He looks up. It's off the top of the 19-foot wall. Tying run will come to the plate once again. Oh my goodness! Big Christmas has tied it! John Kenzie Noel! The biggest swing of his life! 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th. Fry, deep drive, left field. Fry's watching. It is a walk-off home run. David Fry lights up the Cleveland night.
Wow, man. Absolutely unbelievable right there. That is, the Guardians needed that. I know it's a stupid thing to say. Obviously, they needed that from their team, but they needed that in the worst way. They were not winning this series. They're not coming back from 3-0. I know it's happened before, like one other time, but I mean, that was awesome. Just an incredible, 45 minutes right there. Just incredible. It's David Fry. It's cool to hear from guys that have this happen to him, because he's not usually a guy that you would picture hitting a walk-off home run in the ALCS.
I had a really bad first at-bat and a strikeout versus Weaver, and I just told God, I said, take it, man. Just take the at-bat. I still don't know what happened, but it ended up we won.
They scratched and clawed their way back in, and then I thought Clay was pretty sharp, and then
Yankees coach talking about what happened.
Fry was able to elevate, so, sucks losing like that, obviously, but, kind of a classic game, and we'll be ready to roll tomorrow.
Well, it was a moment from being 3-1 Yankee.
And now we'll hear Derek Jeter, Big Papi, A-Rod, because, they're some of the greats of all time, and I value their opinions.
Or is it just one night?
I think so. I think potentially it can be a 6 or 7 game series, and I'll tell you why. We talked about it last night, where young teams are so much better at home than on the road, especially in October, because of the comfort level. But let's be clear here. Cleveland has the best record in the American League all season long, and now they have some confidence, and tomorrow they're going to come out smoking.
I got a text shortly after the game, and someone said, could you imagine going back to the hotel in Cleveland if you were on the Yankees? I said, yes, absolutely, because I've been in the exact same spot.
Derek Jeter. Yeah, that's pretty incredible there. What a series so far. It could end up going a few more games here. The Guardians take advantage of last night, maybe tonight. They could.
Runs in the 8th inning. So Cleveland's not going to go down without a fight, but the Yankees will bounce back tomorrow. I think they forget about this. You have no choice.
Because this was yesterday.
The Yankees should win that game for many reasons. First of all, they came back on the best closer in the game.
Yeah.
Today's day. Second of all, Cleveland is a really good team playing at home. And for last, you don't want to go back to the Bronx with that pressure, because it seems like those bad guys lose over there. So you don't want to go back to the Bronx in a situation where you can face elimination.
Although they kind of, will, even if they win this game tomorrow or today, then it'll just be, yeah. Okay, Big Papi, no big deal. Oh man, so that will be later on tonight, Game 4, about 8:08. Gill and Williams for the Yankees and Guardians, respectively. That was an unbelievable game. And then we got last night's Mets-Dodgers game. Things got to go better for the Mets today at 5:05 as Flaherty takes on Peterson. Peterson for the Mets, it's kind of like a bullpen game. Flaherty's been really good. But last night was a little rough. What we talked about yesterday, everything kind of happened where Ohtani did get going.
Ohtani climbs in, fresh off his monster home run late yesterday. There's a shot, right center field, and Ohtani lights the fire. A leadoff home run. Dodgers won, Mets nothing in Game 4.
Well, with this Dodger lineup, and Quintana knows it, you can't nibble. You can't get a chase, so you have to go right at him. And when you go right at Shohei Ohtani with a 91-mile-an-hour sinker, you hope and pray it's not right down the middle.
And it kind of was, and home run. And then you had a couple more run-scoring opportunities for the Dodgers as Tommy Edman had an RBI double that gave the Dodgers the lead as the Mets got a run back on a home run. And then Mookie Betts, who has been on fire this series, RBI double to put the Dodgers up 5-2, and then he hits a 2-run home run to make it 7-2. He has been a monster for the Dodgers.
Cookies he's going to have to get out, but they're right-handed, so first one that he faces, Mookie Betts. Pitch. Betts with a bullet down the left field line. That's going to scoop by Nimmo. Taylor's in to score. Ohtani's headed for home. Lindor won't even try a throw. 2-run double, Mookie Betts. Magic loves it. Dodgers have taken a 5-2 lead.
Nimmo doing his best to try to cut this ball off, but you just know he just can't. And once it gets by him, that's the speed. It's like a thoroughbred running when Ohtani's just kind of, it looks like he's going in slow motion, but he is flying.
Game and a perfect day going for Ohtani. The home run and now 3 free passes. Maton's on for Mookie Betts.
Here is a home run.
Mookie Betts sends a high fly ball to deep left field. Nimmo's going back at the wall. It's gone. Mookie Betts goes deep. The Dodgers have broken it open. And a day after the unsung heroes chip in, it's the superstars at the top of the order. Ohtani and Betts both going deep, reaching in 7 of their 8 times up.
And they are just on fire, and it's just not boding well for the Mets, as not only just the big guys are going now, as Tommy Edman got up again later, another 2-run double. Will Smith got an RBI, got jiggy with it. I think it is that Will Smith. I'm pretty sure that it is that Will Smith catcher for the Dodgers. So again, 5:05 Flaherty for the Dodgers, Peterson for the Mets. Is that game on FS1, Rob Manfred? You piece of trash. What a joke that was for Mets fans the other night. You bump the Mets for so you think you can, is it so you think you can dance, or so you think you can sing, or so you're a washed up celebrity that's on a show on Fox? You're going to bump the Mets in the A or the NLCS, put them on FS1? Oh, Rob Manfred sucks, man. What a jerk. All right. How's about this? How's about we take a little break ski? We'll come on back and we'll start talking football stuff. Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, where'd it go? Hold on. Where is it? Ready? Right? Hey, what is this on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1, professional sports guy?
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack. Catch head coach Fran Brown's postgame.
What are you guys talking about? They waived Buddy Bam? Didn't they just sign him? What about Beavis and Butthead? King of the Hill? Bobby? Ball! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Throw everything in the trash and wing it? Me? Talking about me? You talking about me? Throw everything in the trash? All right. No, I can't. I like to be prepared for the sports stuff because, it's very important. Oh, my God. I'm exhausted. Friday, guys. What are you guys up to? Warm in here now that I'm going and whatnot. Get my Butterfinger out if I want a Butterfinger. Oh, I probably could do a watch party soon. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, over at like the TK Tavern is something different. But I know you mean like a watch party. I don't know. At some point. I do a lot right now. I don't want to even more that I already have oversaturate the market with me. I am loving it. Oh, every Monday is Subscriber Monday. All right, cool. Monday is Subscriber Monday. Good to know. Glad I know that. Oh. Kind of want to bite of this Butterfinger skull now. Oh, it does look like a skull. Look at this. It's not very Butterfingery. Debbie Deb. Huh? Yeah. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. It is the Sports Show with Cody Mack on a Friday. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Huh? Wait, I'm sorry. What is it?
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
That's my friggin' name. All right, cool. Tomorrow, Hollow Hops. You still got some time to get the tickets today. I think the code KROCK might still work. Save yourself some bucks. And if you're a DD, it almost makes your ticket free. So you might want to pop on over to Hollow Hops and do that. 100-plus craft brewers, spooky tunes. KROCK Josh will be there. There's a fog machine. There's already a ton of preview pictures of some of the decorations that are going to be there tomorrow out at the Horticulture Building at the Great New York State Fair. It's going to be scary. I'm going to have to hold someone's hand. I don't know who's going to be there, but someone's going to need to hold my hand if all of that's going on out there with the beers and maybe a pretzel necklace or two. So make sure you guys come on out tomorrow. We want to hang out with you. 2 sessions, 2 to 5, 6 to 9. Nice, bro. So that way you're not, we're not taking up your whole day. And you come in costume, you are automatically thrown into a prize bin you don't even know about to win Metallica tickets. How do you like that, right? Not too bad. Pretty fancy, huh? All right, cool. So check this out. We're going to do some NFL stuff. But first, I want to replay an interview for you guys that's pretty cool because you guys hear Chris Brown talk to, I think, Brian Higgins, right? Is that Chris Brown talks to, your voice of the Buffalo Bills? But you hear the games on K-Rock. So Josh and I talk to him in the mornings as well. And I wanted you guys to hear back what we chatted about this week. Your voice of the Buffalo Bills. You can hear the games on K-Rock as they play the Titans this week. Chris Brown, K-Rock Josh, and very minimal me.
Joining us on his weekly call, the voice of your Buffalo Bills, Chris Brown. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, guys. How we doing?
We are fantastic.
Excellent.
What a week for the Bills.
That's about all I had.
And down against the Jets, and then, I don't know, someone named Amari Cooper is going to come play for the team now. First of all, what kind of a change do you think Amari makes to the team, and is he going to have any availability this week?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to try to get him out there. I'm assuming that they'll probably draw up a package of plays with which he feels comfortable. And so maybe you see him on third downs, maybe you see him in the red zone, things of that nature. If he's a quick study, maybe it's more, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, he just got there yesterday, and he was just kind of watching the walkthrough with eyes wide open. But, you know, this is a guy that is a proven number one wideout, a complete receiver. I mean, you want to go all the way back to his college days at Alabama. I mean, the guy had like 16, 17 touchdowns his last year in college and finished third in the Heisman voting. I mean, well, that's tough for wide receivers to do. And everywhere he's gone, he's been successful. And I think that's going to help him here too, guys, because he has been part of a midseason trade before. Went from the Raiders to the Cowboys, and in 9 games down there, had over 600 yards, 6 touchdowns. So he's going to provide production for this team unquestionably.
Brendan Bean appearing on Pat McAfee yesterday. Given the appearance, he might not be done making moves. Said, quote, that might not be our last move. Who else do you think they're looking for right now?
Yeah, kind of hard to say. You know, I think if you want to look at some of the positions that have been hit with injury, certainly that's been more on the defensive side of the ball. But I know he also likes his draft capital. And he still has 10 picks in next year's draft, including 2 2s, 2 4s. I think he's got 3 6s now. So he's got capital to play with if he feels the roster needs some help in some area.
Talking to Chris Brown, the voice of your Buffalo Bills. Not to sound like a broken record, but is one of those positions going to be Tyler Bass, as it seems he continues to struggle here this season. I know they brought somebody up, undrafted guy, to take some, shots at it, but where are we at with that kicker position?
They're working out kickers this week. I don't think that's any surprise, after he missed an extra point badly.
That's bad.
And a field goal attempt as well in last week's game. And that ends up being a 3-point game. I mean, if Greg Zuerlein doesn't hit the upright twice himself for the Jets, you lose by 3. So it's a concern. We know that over 3/4 of NFL games are decided by 1 score or less. You can't have your kicker struggling with accuracy issues when you're in the hunt to win the AFC. So I think what's going to happen here, and I think I've explained this to you guys before, they can't cut him because his cap hit is $7.3 million. Oof. They cannot absorb that.
Oh, man.
So what would happen is they work out some kickers. If they got somebody they like, they'll put him on the practice squad, and then come game day, they'll elevate him to kick that week and kind of work it that way. Brandon McManus, a veteran kicker, just signed with Green Bay this week. He had some off-the-field legal issues. He was exonerated for all of those, signed with the Packers, so he's no longer available. It's going to be interesting to see the pool they draw from here working out kickers this week.
Titans at Bills. Chris, a 1 o'clock on a Sunday game? What are you going to do with yourself?
What is that?
You've been working Monday nights, Thursday nights, Sunday nights. What are you going to do?
I'm actually going to enjoy dinner at home with my wife and my parents who are in town this weekend. So, I kind of missed the 1 o'clocks. And it's supposed to be beautiful here, 70 degrees and sunny. So just an elite fall day. So hopefully the Bills, pair that up with a fantastic performance.
One of the injuries that kind of stood out to me, and I think everybody's Dalton Kincaid with a collarbone, I believe. What do you know about that?
Don't know too much. I think we're going to really kind of get a sense as to how serious an injury that is, because today's really the first real practice with the game on Monday night. Coach kind of gave their bodies an extra day to rest with just a walkthrough session yesterday. It's really kind of hard to gauge the severity of an injury in those kinds of situations. We'll know better today. Dalton's a pretty tough guy. I think if it was a really bad injury, he wouldn't even be out there at the walkthrough practice. So hopefully it's just a bruise, a bone bruise kind of thing, and not, bone being cracked or anything like that. My guess is, somebody got a helmet or a face mask up under his pads and hit him good. So we'll have to wait and see on that. And then James Cook and Ed Oliver, obviously the two big watches as well. Both of those guys missed last week's game. You're hoping to get both of those back. Coach McDermott said he's hopeful both can return.
All right. Well, hopeful. So we shall see. How about this? We'll take a little bottom of the hour break, and then I got a whole sheet load of NFL news to give you. I didn't mean any ridiculousness by that. Literally a whole sheet full of news. It's the Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. I appreciate that. Thank you. Going to Vegas. Appreciate that. For reals. The more people, the better. It only helps me with things and such and things. I want to go to Vegas, though. What the hell? I want to go to Vegas. Spectacular stroll. I am a vampire. Oh, yeah, but guys, what is for dinner? Ugh. What is for dinner? Tacos? Mexican foods? Chicken wings? Chicken wings? Oh, chicken wings. Beer and pizza? Okay. Not bad. Oh, beer and pizza. All right, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, really? All right, well, not doing that then. What if I want wings? It's not enough. Oh. Sucks. Bunch of bullshit. Does a whole shitload of weed count as dinner? Oh, no pay-per-view? It's effed up, man. Effed up. It's prison. It's prison. It's an absolute prison. I hate staying there. It's going to stay in my own apartment. Dogs can all fend for themselves. Elsa's in charge now. Minnesota, Dan, I like it. I don't know. We'll find out. So far, I'm alive, so it's worth it. I haven't had a mental breakdown yet, working 12-hour days. But it's fun. All right, here we go. We're getting there, Debbie Deb. We're getting there. We know weekends are made for fun. We're this much closer to the weekend as we are into the second half of the sports show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Oh, get funky. Get funky. Get funky. We're getting close to the weekend, and Hollow Hop says that is this Saturday. So make sure you guys are coming on out to that if you are, because then that'd be a waste of money. If you get tickets and you don't come, that'd be stupid. Or you get tickets if you don't have them. HollowHops.com. Go right there to get yourself some tickets. I think there might even be a code that works. K-Rock might save you a couple buckaroos. If you want to come out tomorrow to one of the two sessions, 2 to 5 or 6 to 9 nights, and sample over 100 craft beers, beer cycle, beers. Sorry, I'm starting up the beer cycle for tomorrow. Hollow Hops. It's going to be a bunch of vendors, though. There's a board outside where Events writes down all of the people and stuff that's going to be there, and it's the smallest writing. I can't read any of it. Oh, man. If you want to talk NFL, as we are about to do here, or really anything if you want, it's Friday. We're about to get into a weekend. 315-437-7644. We do some weekend stuff, but got myself a whole mess load of NFL news and notes, if you will, here, because we are headed headfirst into another football weekend. Like I said, I got a whole sheet load. It wasn't even saying a swear word. It's an actual sheet load. Right? Pretty awesome right there. A lot of stuff for Sunday. We'll talk some fantasy football here in just a little bit, but NFL news and notes. You might have heard your voice of your Buffalo Bills, Chris Brown, talking about Amari Cooper might get a package or two. Your mom's going to package or two. He is actually he's going to play. He is expected to play on, is it Sunday? Right? Is that Bills Titans? It's a Sunday game, right? 1 o'clock. That's what I believe they said. Going to be gorgeous weekend all over the areas. It's going to be nice at. NFL news from the past. One of my favorite memes in Smoking Jay Cutler. Google it. He's facing some charges on DUI and weapons. Got arrested last night, and not exactly current, but if you're one of my favorite memes of all time, you get talked about, even if it's allegedly not so good. Booked in Tennessee on 4 charges. That's more than 2. Goodness. He potentially may have rear-ended someone. Insert your own joke there and there. Oh, I got jokes upon jokes. Also, check this out. Some more news and notes. Look at this music I got. Huh? It's a Friday. Leave me alone. Some guys returning. Got some news on that. The Colts, Anthony Richardson the former famed Florida quarterback who is definitely not just getting injured every time anybody touches him on the Colts, will start, I guess, Sunday for the Colts as they take on, where is it? Where is the Colts? Oh, Miami. Ooh. And that little fact might impact some fantasy football news in just a little bit here. Also set to maybe return, hopefully, fingers crossed, Malik Neighbors for the Giants. That should be pretty cool. Nice upgrade for Danny Dimes. So make sure you are re-adding him to your fantasy lineups if you've got him. Super cool here. I don't know how many of you remember Browns running back Nick Chubb. There's too many innuendos. There's too many innuendos today. But if you remember him, he suffered a gruesome injury last year for the Browns. Gruesome knee injury. He will play Sunday. Good for him against the Bengals. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if I would play him in any fantasy league stuff. It's going to be real limited, but still very cool to see the Browns' Nick Chubb back out there. Not so cool, maybe, for Steelers fans. Russell Wilson is going to start and definitely screw over somebody's fantasy team who will absolutely put him in. But, man, yeah, great. We're all real excited for Russell Wilson. Although, here's a fun fact. If you go back and look at stats from the last few years, Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, almost kind of identical in a lot of ways. So take that for what you will. Some interesting news and notes before I went on just a little while ago. I saw that Juwan Jennings for the 49ers. Let me fix my genital on there. There we go. He is out for the 49ers, whereas Mason, the running back who went out last game, will play versus the Chiefs in what could very potentially be the game of the week. Guys on the trade block. Nothing to do with injuries, but still NFL notes and news that I found for you. And you guys might find this one interesting. A lot of people on the Jags could be on the trade block, but one I saw that is Andre Cisco. You may remember him. The Jags might be just looking to unload people, and he might be one of them. They've got plenty, and I know a lot of teams that would take a lot of these guys, including the Cowboys. But again, Jerry said he's not making any moves. I don't know if anybody saw that. Making no moves. Who hoped someone makes some moves would be the Titans. DeAndre Hopkins. He hopes to not be a Titans DeAndre Hopkins, I bet, because he is rumored to be on the move as well. Could fit the Steelers, although they traded away Deontay Johnson, so I don't know if they're looking, but someone might be looking at Hassan Reddick, who the Jets gave permission to seek a trade. He's never played down for the Jets, so that is a weird one. Then I was seeing a bunch of people throw around the name Bryce Young for the Panthers. Very interesting. If Bryce Young were to get traded from the Panthers, giving up on him just like that. And then I'm also seeing news that they might end up drafting Alabama's Jalen Milroe. Get rid of that one Alabama quarterback for the other. Sure, man, whatever. Also on the trade block, possibly Max Crosby could go to the Lions as Aiden Hutchinson gone for the year with that nasty leg injury. All right, how about a little fantasy football stuff? Opinions. I ain't no pro, but I'm pretty decent at fantasy football, and I got some stardom situms for you. Get your pen and your paper. Right here you go. There's a little pen click. Start Geno Smith for the Falcons. Going to be a high-scoring game against the Falcons, as I just Also start Kirk Cousins for the Falcons against the Seahawks. Again, either one of those quarterbacks I think would be a good bet for you. Sit Anthony Richardson of the Colts. I don't trust that guy at all. He's like the Tin Man. And they're going to be playing Miami, who is going to desperately need a win. Faux show. Start Saquon Barkley. Yeah, I know. Giants fans, you don't want to hear that. But I think he's going to be looking for a revenge game against his old team, and I think he ends up with a lot of yards. We just talked about these guys earlier this week, but now I'm saying sit the Bucs running backs. I don't know if Bucky Irving or Sean Tucker have the game that they had last week this week against the Ravens. That is not a safe bet, I don't think. Start. Couple starts. Oh, look at right when I said that the music changed. Friggin' pro. Start Tyreek Hill against the Colts. I think he just has a big game. Why? I don't know. They were off last week. Didn't hear his name. Maybe don't drive yourself to the stadium. I don't know. I think they're in Indianapolis on the turf. I think he likes the turf. I think he has a big game. Start Terry McLaurin, Commanders against the Panthers. Jaden McDaniels, I think, has a huge bounce-back week. I think he has a lot of passing yards, and I think a good chunk will go to Terry McLaurin of those Commanders against the Panthers. Sit George Pickens, Steelers. No. Until Russell Wilson proves anything at all, I wouldn't play any position player on the Steelers. Pat Frymouth, George Pickens, Najee Harris, even. I don't know. I just wouldn't with Russell Wilson back there yet until he can prove that he's maybe the Russell Wilson of old and not the Russell Wilson of now. Also sit all the Colts wideouts. All of them. All of them. With Anthony Richardson there. Unless, I don't want him to because I don't mind the kid. Unless he gets hurt and then Joe Flacco comes back in and starts throwing touchdowns all over the place. I wouldn't even bother with it. Not worth it. And then, oh my God, I was just going to do start, but with tight ends now, and the music changed again. This is a good one. Start Evan Ingram. He's been just chilling over in London, waiting for the Jags to play the Pats. So start him. He's been having a big old year. A couple former Giants in the stardom. And then in the sit, Dalton Schultz for the Texans. This is a personal one. Even though he's my fantasy tight end, I want to sit him, and I'm putting him on here, so maybe I sit him until he proves himself otherwise. Because, man, I've had about enough of Dalton Schultz right there. How about this? We come back and talk about some of the big games for the week on Sunday. Maybe a couple Saturday college football games. And how about we go through and I'll pick all the games for the NFL before we get out of here and see how I do for the week. We'll come back on the Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7 and 100.1. What's up, big dog? I don't blame you. I do that shit all the time.
Total Eclipse of the 80s. Sunny 102. Saturday night, 8 o'clock.
There you go.
For those of you not watching the biggest college football game of the year.
Alabama, was that one Georgia, Texas? Yeah. 7:30.
Right here on ESPN Radio.
Oh, is it? Cool. What's up, big dog? I didn't hear you said. I don't know why. Like what? Oh, I thought it was going to be a joke that you're going to. Yes. Okay, there's a joke. Yep, there you go. Now probably not as good, I would imagine. Yeah, much different. Butt hurts. Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah. We'll see now. You never know anymore. Minnesota, damn, leave me alone. I like the Cowboys. Yeah, there might be pictures of Josh in random places in the studio. Oh, man. Boop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, boop, bop, boop, bop. Hello. Hello. He wants gold. He likes gold. Is that topical still? People still do International Man of Mystery, Mr. Austin Powers? He likes gold. Smack, smack, smack. Smack, 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 smack. Deb slaps, bro. So sports show, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Cody Mack. That's me. Couple minutes left. Some of the bigger games this Sunday in the NFL. Patriots and Jags out in London, only because it could mean the end of Doug Peterson if they lose to the Patriots out in London. Also a huge game. The NFL's got huge games all over the place, man. Houston Texans and Packers is going to be an awesome game Sunday at 1. Texans had a 3-game winning streak going. They got it going. Joe Mixon's back. Green Bay is doing really well. They've got, oh, wait, I did the let's do more fun NFL music. So that'll be cool. Jordan Love, see if they can keep things rolling for the Packers. Lions-Vikings is going to be huge. Justin Jefferson versus that Lions defense. So excited. Seattle and the Falcons, we talked about, it's going to be great. Maybe game of the weekend, quite possibly, could be 49ers-Chiefs. That is going to be a hell of a game. I think that maybe the 49ers take it. Let's do some NFL picks before we get out of here, and then let's see how we do coming into Monday. We'll talk about it, shall we? I already picked Denver, and they won. New England and Jacksonville, I think the Jags take that one. Maybe. Atlanta, Seattle, Atlanta, I am going to go with Geno Smith only because I have him as my quarterback in my fantasy league, so I want him to win. Tennessee and Buffalo, let's go with the Bills. I think the Bills take that. The Bengals in Cleveland, knowing how I'm picking, I will, whether you want me to or not, Deshaun Watson. So I'm going the Bengals there. Houston at Green Bay, Jordan Love and CJ Stroud. I'm going to go Green Bay at home, but that might be an iffy one. That might be the upset of the week right there. Miami and the Colts. Miami, absolutely for sure. Detroit and Minnesota. Oh, that's rough. I got to go with Detroit this one. I gotta. over Minnesota at home, though. I know. Eagles, Giants. I'm going to go Eagles. Saquon Barkley revenge game. Raiders, Rams. I'm going to go Rams. I will never pick a team that has Aiden O'Connell starting quarterback. Andy Dalton, Red Rifle against the Commanders. Going Commanders at home. Chiefs, San Francisco. Possible game of the week. I am going to go the 49ers because the Chiefs have beaten the 49ers numerous times. Back to back. I think it's been several years, so they got to get one eventually. Jets, Pittsburgh. Sunday night, I think Aaron Rodgers leads the Jets. 2 games for Monday Night Football. Look at that. Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Baltimore. And then the Chargers, Arizona. I think the Chargers take that. So that's pretty neat right there. Don't forget some college football real quick before we get out of here. On ESPN Radio. Right here. You'll hear Georgia, Texas. Possible game of the weekend of all sports. That's it. I'm out of here. It's ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. The 315, the Brian Higgins is next.